Tonight on the National Rundown, the latest on the Michael Flynn investigation, what board Joe Biden is now working for, and what document was discovered in a Missouri museum.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Neri Rodriguez.
And I'm Dinaron Tulis. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says it's highly likely the Senate Intelligence Committee will investigate former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's discussion with the Russian ambassador. Flynn resigned from his position as National Security Advisor Monday, following reports that the Justice Department warned the Trump administration last month that he misled administration officials about the nature of his conversations with the Russian ambassador and whether they addressed the issue of sanctions. According to reports, the conversations occurred before he was an official government employee.
Now, Haley Herzog explains why Michigan State is erasing whiteboards from dorms.
They're commonly used for writing messages, posting inspirational quotes, or asking questions, but recently, these whiteboards that hang on the exterior of many dorm room doors have become a form of bullying.
It had become more of a distraction than a helpful tool. You know, once in a while, someone writes something that isn't very nice.
According to a Facebook post by the Lansing NAACP, a student recently had a racial slur written on her whiteboard. It's just the latest incident reported, so in collaboration with Michigan State University Police, the school decided the boards aren't as useful as they used to be.
Whiteboards have been decreasing in popularity as the rise of social media and texting and cell phones and all of those things.
Starting next year, Michigan State will be erasing whiteboards from the list of allowed items on dorm doors, a choice some students say is unnecessary.
People are going to say things no matter what, whether it's to their faces or on a whiteboard, and it's just something you can't always control.
Freshman Sofia Sakanzan says the boards are more of a way to encourage others and bring lightheartedness to the dorm.
Mostly I leave it up there for people to write stuff. It's just kind of funny. It's like an anonymous thing you can put wherever you want, and it's just something I just do for fun.
But Residential Housing Communications Director Kat Cooper says there are other ways for students to connect.
We're going to encourage students to connect online.
And with Facebook and plenty of other social media platforms out there, Cooper says students can help wipe away anonymous bullying from these halls. Here for East Lansing, Haley Herzog, 6 News.
The J. Harvey Rogers School PTO hosts a Valentine's Day dance for their students. They were finally dressed and participated in fun activities, including dancing with their classmates. Principal Aaron Edwards and many staff members were in attendance. Jubilee's Children's Entertainment provided the tunes, and the students were able to hang out with the company's giant koala. According to the PTO, the dance is one of the most popular events during the year.
Camden County roads have more potholes due to recent winter weather, according to Camden County Public Works. According to reports, these potholes are caused when rain or snow freezes through cracks, causing them to expand. Drivers can report potholes by filling out a road maintenance form at camdencounty.com. Residents in other counties are encouraged to report potholes to their public works departments.
Now here's Alicia Harris with sports.
February 23rd is the NBA trade deadline for Carmelo Anthony. He has still yet to decide what team he will continue his career with. According to Anthony, he still will be playing for the Knicks against the Cavaliers on February 23rd. Looks like Anthony might continue to play for the Knicks. North Carolina's men's basketball coach, Mark Gottfried, won't be returning to the 7th season, but will finish this season up. The school announced the decision earlier today. Tuesday, the Wolfpack lost 97-73 at home. Godfrey says that he has a privilege to serve as the head coach in North Carolina State. In other news, will Tony Romo play in 2017? Now that is clear that Dak Prescott is playing now for Dallas Cowboys quarterback, and he will no longer be playing with Romo. Romo's contract makes him difficult to trade with a $6-year, $119.5 million deal in 2013, and he is scheduled to make $14 million in 2017. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Lisa. After the break, find out why Wegmans is under fire.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
The Trump administration is still on the hunt for a nominee for Labor Secretary. Andrew Puzder withdrew his nomination. This fast food executive turned down the position after Republican senators turned sharply against him. Democrats who question Puzder's character are claiming this as a victory. Trump ignored questions about it after the meeting of the Israeli Prime Minister on Wednesday, but he will be under pressure to quickly find a replacement.
Let's head over to Michelle to hear about an exciting movie sequel coming out and some interesting celebrity gossip.
Thanks, Dino. Our favorite Christmas romantic comedy, Love Actually, is filming a sequel. Hugh Grant, Keira Knightley, Colin Firth, and Liam Neeson are just some of the actors who will be reprising their roles. The sequel is a short 10-minute film for Comic Relief's Red Nose Day, which is a fundraising event organized every 2 years to raise money to fight injustice and poverty in the UK and Africa. The mini-film is set to air March 24th on BBC One and March 25th on NBC. Get your girls' night ready. In current celebrity gossip, actress Nicole Kidman announced that she was once engaged to Lenny Kravitz. The two dated in 2003 between her divorce from ex-husband Tom Cruise and marriage to current husband Keith Urban. Kidman is co-starring in an HBO series Big Little Lies with Kravitz's daughter Zoe. She says she has no hard feelings towards her former flame. How adorable. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now here's Alyssa Campo with a look at what's going on around the world.
At least 48 people have been killed in Baghdad at the Iraqi capital. A car packed with explosives blew up near car dealerships in the Shia area of Beya in the south of the city. More than 50 people were injured in the blast, and ISIS has taken responsibility for the attack, making it the third attack in 3 days. As officials clean up the area, families are reported to be at the scene, desperate to find news about their loved ones. The U.S. is claiming to have killed 60,000 ISIS fighters. Head of the U.S. Special Operations Command, General Raymond Thomas, said on Tuesday that the U.S. and its allies have made big advantage in defeating the terrorist group. This claim is nearly 10,000 more than what was previously stated in December. The increase may be attributed to stepped-up campaigns in Mosul, Iraq, and Syria. But in better news, a 64-year-old woman from Spain has successfully given birth to healthy twins, a little boy and a little girl. The babies were delivered by C-section, which is an unusual method for this type of case. The unnamed woman had undergone fertility treatment in the U.S. and delivered both of the babies with no complications, leaving it clear to everyone that age is just a number. That's what's going on around the world. I'm Alyssa Campa. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is elected chair of the Board of Trustees at Philadelphia's National Constitution Center. He will be taking over Jeb Bush, whose term ended in January. Jeffrey Rosen, the president and CEO of the center, says that Biden's love for the Constitution and passion for teaching all Americans about its enduring principles have inspired people around the world. Biden also will be splitting his time between different programs at the University of Delaware and the University of Pennsylvania. Victoria Coates is appointed as Donald Trump's top pick for National Security Advisor. Coates, who's an art historian, is now the National Security Council's Senior Director for Strategic Assessments. She originally served as Senator Ted Cruz's security advisor during his campaign for the Republican presidential nomination. She also advised Texas Governor Rick Perry during his 2012 presidential bid.
Wegmans customers are threatening to boycott the grocery store for selling Trump winery products. The vineyard where the wine comes from is owned by President Trump's son, Eric. Currently, 10 Virginia Wegmans sell 5 different types of wine from the vineyard. They sold the wine at stores before Trump purchased the vineyard back in 2011. Adele, Beyonce, and race at the Grammys? Here to discuss it is our very own Sierra Lewis.
How are you guys today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great.
Alrighty.
So, tell us first of all, was Adele wrong for mentioning her black friend in her Grammy acceptance speech?
No, I don't believe Adele was wrong for mentioning her black friends in her Grammy speech, because she was talking about lemonade, and the thing with lemonade was it wasn't for popular mainstream consumption, so it wasn't for necessarily white people, and it was for the people who was for, which is black people. So for her to mention that, she was emphasizing the purpose and what it signifies and what it meant to the people who it was for.
So do you think this was an example of white guilt?
I don't think this is an example of white guilt at all. What I think this is, what we're seeing is someone who is using their white privilege to actually benefit someone who earned this award. And so I don't think it's not white guilt. It's her using her white privilege to shed a light on something that was needed.
So why do you think there has been backlash against this, if that's the way?
I think there has been backlash on both sides, because I think sometimes people don't understand necessarily, and I think sometimes people kind of may look for something to be upset about, but I don't think Adele did anything wrong. I think she used her platform in a way that she needed to. I think she gave credit to where it was due, because, I mean, there has been history of the Grammys slighting marginalized people, black people, numerous of times on numerous occasions. I mean, there have been over 200 black performers, but yet only, 2 black performers who have won Grammys for Album of the Year? So she did a good thing. She did the right thing.
So do you have any problem with what Adele said?
I don't have a problem in that aspect of what she said. She did make a comment, and she probably meant it half-heartedly, you know, where she mentioned that she wanted Beyonce to be her mommy. And the problem with that is that when you have someone as iconic as Beyonce and you reduce her to the mommy or the mammy character, it's degrading, because she's more than that. And we have come, as black women, more than just these stereotypes and these labels, and we have transcended that. So.
Okay, so the transition from one award show to another. So what are your predictions, or rather your expectations, for this Sunday's Oscar presentation?
Well, you know, last year was Oscars so white. I mean, we see that there is definitely more nominees. I think Fences has been nominated.
Yes.
Hidden Figures. So I'm actually hoping to see maybe Taraji or Viola take the gold or something, because it would be thrilling just to see some of that diversity at the Oscars this year.
Don't forget Moonlight. That's
my goodness, it is
That's
so
my
amazing.
pick for best picture of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sierra.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
A Central Florida grand jury has indicted Markeith Lloyd in the shooting deaths of his ex-girlfriend, and an Orlando police lieutenant. Lloyd was indicted on 11 counts, including murder, firearm, and other charges in the December 13th death of pregnant Say Dixon and the January 9th death of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Lloyd was captured on January 17th after a nationwide manhunt.
Drug company Merck said Tuesday it's halting the late-stage trial of its promising Alzheimer's drugs Virubicet after an independent study found that it had virtually no chance of working. It comes just 3 months after Eli Lilly announced that it was ending its clinical trial of its Alzheimer's drug, sulanzumab, after patients taking it demonstrated no signs of improvement compared to those taking a placebo. Experts say the failure of the drug on people with mild to moderate Alzheimer's is a substantial setback, but they still have hope.
After the break, find out what has photographers amazed.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Each year in February at Yosemite National Park, the sun hits the horsetail each fall at a certain angle, allowing an illusion to be created that looks like lava is flowing off the cliff, when in reality it is water that is flowing. Many people posted pictures on Instagram of the firefall. Park rangers say the waterfall is bigger than it has been due to all the recent rain and snow they have received. Park rangers suggest for visitors to bring food, water, a change of clothes, and tire change because of the weather conditions.
Could aliens be real? Winston Churchill seemed to believe so. A new discovery of an old essay suggests that while the rest of the world was thinking about fighting Nazi Germany, Churchill was thinking about life outside of Earth. In the 11-page essay, he argues that we are not the only ones in the universe. This essay stems from Churchill's longtime enthusiasm for science. It's a big find and will be passed on to the National Churchill Museum.
Ashton Kutcher testifies at a hearing at Senate Foreign Relations Committee in Washington, D.C. yesterday in hopes of ending modern slavery and human trafficking. Senator John McCain commented that Kutcher looks better in movies. Kutcher responded by blowing a kiss. Kutcher says he is being attacked on social media by people saying, "Stick to your day job," but he says his day job consists of fighting human trafficking and sexual exploitation of children.
After the break, Ellen will have the latest weather forecast. Ellen with the weather. Ellen?
Tonight we're going to have cloudy skies and a low of 25 degrees. Friday we're looking at a high of 44 degrees, but it is going to be sunny, so I'd whip out those sunglasses just like our Mr. Sun here. Saturday it's going to skyrocket up to 64 degrees and sunny, so get outside, do some sort of activity, walk your dog, take a walk, go to the park. We're going to have a low of 46 degrees, so it's still warmer than what we've been seeing. Sunday, the warm weather is going to keep on rolling with 64 degrees as the high again. It will be partly cloudy though, but we will see some sun. We're going to have a low of 39 degrees, so still warmer than what we've been seeing. No snow just yet. Monday, we're going to have a high of 54 degrees, and it will be sunny, so I hope you still have those sunglasses. It's going to be a low of 32 degrees, so it is going to start to get a little chilly. And Tuesday, it will keep with the warmer weather at a high of 50 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, so not really that much sun, so enjoy it over the weekend while you can. And 39 is going to be the low for Tuesday. And now we're going to take a look at our weather window. So as you can see right here, this is right outside of Boz. It's going to be cloudy tonight. And you can already see the clouds forming right here. There's a little bit of sun, but it's just mostly cloudy. And then the next photo is right outside the baseball field. It's still kind of sunny, as you can see, but once again, the clouds are moving in as tonight's prediction. And it's been pretty chilly. It's going to go down to the 20s, but here's a kid walking to class, and it's really hard to tell, but he is in a t-shirt. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it's a little too early to jump the gun, but this weekend looks great. Might have to break out the old kite.
I know, it's gonna be like 64. So I'm definitely gonna try to get outside. I don't have an animal or anything, so I can't walk a dog. But I don't know, maybe just sit outside and read a book, enjoy the weather. What about you, Dina?
Well, you know, I usually go outside running, so I go jogging all the time when the weather, you know,
okay,
gets,
Saturday and
gets
Sunday
nicer.
are both gonna be good for that, so do that.
Do you have any plans?
I mean, I'm working Saturday, but, you know, maybe I'll get up early and enjoy the weather before work. I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds like a plan. Well, that's going to do it for us at the National Rundown. I'm Neri Rodriguez.
And I'm Dina Arantulas. See you next time.